Hey guys, welcome back to another Chaos Battle League video. OP here from the World End Guild, and today I'm just going to be playing some matches. I don't really know how I'm going to play them out. 124 coins from this one, 3 captains, 10 buccaneers, and a Trojan horse. We're almost there. Need 11 more. Let's see what we got here. Blah, 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 blah. And we'll start unlocking this one. Cool. So this is the deck that I'm running. I kind of switched it up a little bit. Everyone's running this Frank meta, so I'm like, all right, let's fucking conform to the Frank meta. I mean, I don't really need the Frank meta, as you guys know from my other videos. I can try different decks and stuff. This is a weird deck that I came up with. I guess I could play that one too. I'll show you guys a little sneak peek of that video. But yeah. So let's get this going. Let's get it rolling. So how's your guys' Wednesday coming along? Today is Wednesday, July what? 26. See, I don't even know what day it is. I don't pay attention to that, I guess. Maybe I could, should, would, but just don't. Let's see what we got here. Yada, yada, yada. Somebody better get him. Alright, so, 80% of my video so far is like waiting for a match. Apologize, but oh, there we go. We're in a match. Uh-oh, it's a lab employee number 197. Probably gonna own me. Alright, so we'll throw a clock tower and a back tower. And let's just get rid of all this because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Okay. So that's actually a great start. And he's got a Van Helsing, sheds Moby Dick it just for fun. We'll just Moby Dick it just for fun. And then he has a Bohaya, something like that. And a Trappier. Alright. We're going to pull Trappier all the way over here. It's going to slow down. Hopefully we can get a little bit of DPS on him. Dang, and he's got a, what do you call that? Quartermaster. So with the Quartermaster, yes, McJail, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we have a Samurai coming in. We'll just drop a clock tower down. Hopefully that can kill that before it takes a swing, and it sure did. We are having an issue with this Bohia. Let's kill that out of here. Wow. And then the Van Helsing pushed it into the other lane. You guys saw that. Awesome. 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 Alright. So we can go Van Helsing. We'll get ninjas to pull this Quartermaster. That should be fine. The DPS should be alright. And we got that one coming around. Let's Frank to stop this guy. And we'll get a punch out. He doesn't get any damage out. So, yup. We'll just keep it going. Right now it's kind of just like a, clean climb meta or whatever. So I just gotta play conservatively. Dude, that level 8 Bohea is no joke. Oh, what? And then my... Oh my gosh, my Bobbies are gonna be... Okay, cool. At least I got one Bobby to come over here and take care of that. Get off of my... Oh man, it's gonna take my tower. Maybe not. Come on, Bobby, I believe. Nope. Nope. Not today. Let's get rid of these guys. We got 20-something seconds left, so we'll just do a Frankenstein with a ninjas and push it all to the tower. Okay, so this is stunned out. We can do a Serb back here to get this these guys off of my tower. There we go. And if I tie this one out, I'm okay with that. And if not, then I'm also okay with that. I think all that's fine right there. So we can actually treasure chest to pull. All that's slowed. We can go Bobby's over here. We can go ninjas up top. We can do a Cerberus on this side. Is that trapper going to... Okay, no, it did not. Awesome. So let's get Frank up top. He's going to be able to stun this, slow all that down. Let's get a Moby Dick to actually like stop and immobilize everything. That'll be fine. We got Bobby's coming in. And if not, then at least we have Bobby's going in there. So, cool. Tied it up with a lab employee. This deck's a little weird, but that's the way the meta's shifting right now, is with this other stuff. And then especially with lab employees having maxed out cards, it's, you know, a level deficiency, a level difference is kind of staggering, kind of significant. You'll find in, you aim with their shot on the ground, so you can use, let's see, shurikens. I didn't notice the same. So, Nexus just joined World End Guild from Van City Royals, and she was asking, what do I do, or how can I kill the Bat Horde at one? I think it's somewhere around 115 or something. So I'll fast forward just to right about around that point. So you need Bolt, and Bolt has a smaller radius, and Bat Colony actually is a little bit wider. But if you time it, if you place it perfectly, Bolt can take out the entire Bat Colony or Mummy Horde, however you want to do it. But so those bats demolish Frank, and I think it's right around here somewhere. Okay, so here's the Bat Colony. Now it looks as though they placed the Bat Colony right on their tower, right? Well, the camera angle is actually viewing downward and back, so it looks like they're right on top of the tower. But if they were right on top of the tower, then they wouldn't be hitting the ninjas, the Shuriken ninjas and the Cerberus closer to the bridge, right? Nope. So we'll just play, pause, play, pause. See, so here they are grouping up to try to kill the ninjas. See, they're attacking the ninjas, so they're closer to the bridge. And there's the bolt. Okay, so if I show the bolt actually clipped the tower. So the bats are in front near the bridge, and the bolt was set backward farther to closer to the tower, in front of their tower, where not as many bats were located because they were placed a little bit forward. So that 1 or 2 tile difference is the majority of the grouping for the rest of those bats, and so that's the reason why I missed. If you would have chose or opted to not try to bolt the tower for the stun, and you would have just bolted forward a little bit, you would have seen that interaction happens. And then sometimes there is like a lag and a latency issue, so you could, in theory, hover your bolt over the troops, right? And when all of the troops are flashing and you release the button, if they are still flying towards your tower, that half second or 1 second delay will actually move the troops forward more, and they're actually outside of the radius, even though all of the troops were targeted and are blinking under that specific radius. And they've actually improved hit detection significantly. In my previous videos, I've touched on hit detection, and I've touched on or I've shown video footage of, you know, the Moby Dick or Cannonball actually clipping something, but it doesn't render, it doesn't actually notice. Wait, what? It doesn't. I can't think of the word. react. It doesn't anyway, doesn't realize that it's hitting it, doesn't notice the damage and everything like that. So that's the reason why that bolt missed. Nyxus did come back to win that match against Charles Vane, so GG for that. Shout out to Nyxus. Got you. Shout out. Got what you mean. I don't see any shadows I'm playing. No. Shadows. Alright. Game changing. But they help in some cases. Alright, so back to battling. Hopefully we don't get lab employees. Lab employee battles are kind of boring to watch because there's kind of like a weird undertone standard of how to play them. Basically drop your troops at 8 full elixir on one side and then just survive their first push, because they tend to go all out. They'll spend all 10 energy and they're playing a catch-up game the rest of the game. So if you can defend the very first push, then you typically win. In my other deck variants, in my other decks, I can typically just overwhelm them within the first 2 or 3 pushes, and then completely get the 3-star. And I'm sure you guys have seen that in many of my other videos. It's so easy to just demolish them. So here we go. We are getting into another battle here. It might be against a lab employee. We took a long time to wait. And it is a lab employee. Look at that. And they have a stun tower, which kind of sucks. We'll say good luck. That's just how we do. Do. This is how we do. Whoops, I dropped Bobby's just a second too late. But we got these guys coming in. And these are both building targeted, so hopefully that will turn them. And it did. Which from here I will stun and punch. And that's going to bring all these troops back up together. And we're going to want to kill all that off. And there's that going. And there's another building targeter. This deck has 3 building targeters. So there's the stun. Frank is punching. Frank is doing his work, the Lord's work, as I like to put it. Okay, so then we're just going to take out this max captain. And there we go. That's the first push. Now we should have no problems coming back. But then again, this is a different deck variant, and I'm not 100% used to it, but we will, and we should be just fine. Okay, and there's that. Okay, that bolt comes out. If he drops anything, I have a Moby Dick to kind of counter and or help protect from. But as you can see, there's the first tower. Just so that we have a little bit of pressure on the left lane, we're going to try to get rid of both towers. Then it's going to be a lot easier to get rid of that single tower, that main tower. Here comes Frank, rearing up the middle. Let's let the target tank onto Frank, and then Cerberus will be getting damage out, and then I can just Moby Dick right here. And thanks for the 3-star, and good game. So as you guys can see, it's really not hard. They usually mess up on the first push. Just keep pushing, no worries. That's lab employee tutorial. It helps with aiming spells. You can learn the time easily by the bats getting highlighted. Touched on that too. Live stream up. But thanks again. I'll practice my spell aiming. New tournament is in almost 2 days from now, which is going to be awesome. Awesome. That means around 12 o'clock on Friday? Noon Friday. All right, guys, we got a date. Noon on Friday. You guys will be here. I'll start streaming new tourney decks. I'll try to go over strategies. I'll try to go over timing issues, card placements. I want to go over DPS in reference to health and utility. All this stuff gets taken into account, guys, when dealing with card interactions, dealing with strategies, dealing with certain pushes, especially. Right now, the tidal wave meta is actually stupid. Yay, a third lab employee right in a row for you guys. And I can't really control how the game wants to set it up like this, but we will just push on. Alright, so there's that. We will go with a treasure chest, and we'll set Bobby's down. Okay, Polymorph hits the Bobbies, which is fine. My tower is still focusing, and there we go. We got the first push out of the way. And the way we're going to set up this push, because of the obelisk tower, we want mini units to be set up in front of Frank. That way, the obelisk tower will focus on them and not on Frank, or so that Frank can make it to the tower and stun. Oh well, I got one stun out, and he polymorphed behind. So there's that. Hopefully, yep, he can get back up. Awesome. No. All right. Well, that's only two Moby Dicks. Yeah. So we got some Bobbies down. We can actually Moby Dick right now, and we'll get the tower. He froze it, but my two bats were enough to secure that. And we'll go with ninjas up front. And then we'll throw a Frank down. And that should be just enough to keep this DPS up. And there we go. Good game. So thanks for the 3-star. And good game. He's a Cryface baby. Cryface baby. So, if you guys watch this channel, make sure you never use Cryface. Cryface just signifies that that you're a Cryface baby. So don't do that. I want to play this deck against an actual person and not lab employees, because that was 3 in a row. I mean, I don't mind gaining more trophies, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with moving up the ladder. So it's not that big of an issue. But just to give you guys actual strategies against actual people where critical thinking is involved, and specific and unique interactions happen, I think that will make a big difference. I think that will make a big difference. Here we go. OB92. We get to try this deck out against an actual person. So we'll say good luck. And the typical meta start for this deck is actually just split Bobbies up in the back. He throws Martians out, and he throws Scarabs out. Interesting. He's got some kind of a weird, like, crazy cycle deck. We can do our own Cerberus on the same side. Fine with that. And he decided to Uses Moby Dick, which, okay, now he used the Moby Dick. And nope, I couldn't save my Cerberus with that stun. So that sets me at a huge disadvantage. I'll eat one Scarab. So there's that. And it looks like he's going to be trying to push this left lane. We'll let him push that left lane. Okay, so there's that. We can actually polymorph here. Ooh, if that would have hit that Frank, that would have been beautiful. So we'll set Cerberus on the side. We'll set Frank to stun all that and kill this out. Okay. He's going to polymorph and only hit my Cerberus, so that should come back up, and I'll be able to get this out. And we'll Moby Dick all this just to get him out. Bam. So there goes the tower. That's most definitely the tower. He's going to say, oops, like an idiot. Don't know what that means. But fine by me. And then he's going to stun here. Should we polymorph this? We'll just let it ride. We'll just let it ride. Let's see how much energy he tries to spend on this little push that he's got going. We can polymorph right here. Oh, he's going to Tidal Wave. What an idiot. Because then I think... Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, well. He does. He activates my main tower. Which kind of sucks, but it's no worries. So we have Frank going in. And we can set Bobby's down. And as soon as Bobby's are right here, we actually Tidal Wave these to the main tower. And if they get just enough damage, and I can Moby Dick. So we'll just say thank you for the 3-star. And good game. He did say good luck, so I do appreciate that. I mean, maybe he thinks that like I have good luck. I mean, I knew that Tidal Wave was coming in. Could have been Frogs, but I think Tidal Wave too. Nice stream. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, so we got that deck. I do want to show you guys this crazy deck that that I just crafted. I crafted it yesterday. Most definitely, if you'd like to play. This is the deck that I have crafted. And after I do this, I'm going to take over RC's deck, and I'm going to play his deck here on the stream. But, yeah, this deck is really it's a variant of pushing both lanes, and I'm using cards that when they're placed in the middle, it actually splits up the pairing of cards. So this deck consists of Mummy Horde for Groundswell, Clock Tower for Air Swell, Ninjas because they split evenly, Bobby split evenly, Spartan split evenly, Pistolier split evenly, and then in any kind of defensive situation, I can try to Moby Dick out the tower or Moby Dick their troops. And if anything is too heavy, aka Psyclops, Frank, Cerberus, if they have an actual Cyclops, Polymorph is there to remove their troops. So let's get right back into it. What's my battery at? 81. Okay. So, I was using this deck, and it does not win against, like, number 1, 2, and 3 in the world. It doesn't win against them. Like, they just push too hard on one lane. So this deck is good at putting pressure on both lanes, and so if they have a deck that doesn't react to this split lane meta or this split lane ideology, then yeah, then they're gonna have a tough time. So I'm just gonna start with Bobby's in the back, and because I placed him on that back right tile, they're gonna put a troop here, and we're gonna just polymorph these guys just to get these out of here. Just don't want that. So that's defending against the first push. We can even do ninjas in the back, and those guys will focus. Alright, so as you can see, my troops are already kind of splitting up. Well, they decided to go left, really. Dang, that took it out pretty quickly. So, ouch. We'll go clock tower. Hopefully this UFO doesn't focus on my tower. Yep, perfect. And Mummy Horde for DPS, because I do not want this Cyclops to punch my tower too many times. And yeah. Alright, and again, nope, we'll do Bobbies to defend. And we don't really have any anti-air in this deck. That's the only issue. So we'll set Spartans over here with these ninjas. So we have Bobbies and ninjas on the left, and we have Spartans and ninjas on the right, and bats as well. So, Pistoliers in the back. Wow, look, see, and oh, I forgot about Shogun. Polymorph is perfect for the Shogun. I wonder if I can nail both of them. See if I can. Bam! Target practice, boys. Get with it. Just kidding. So there's that. And then... Ooh, the slow down. Alright, so Moby Dick. Or not Moby Dick. Ninjas. Yes, I would love to get a match against you. I'd love to get any kind of match against anyone, brother. Alright, let's polymorph this, and then we will... come on, come on, come on. Live, live, live. Hey, yeah, I'll play anyone on any of my streams. It's no worries. So we've got Bobby's down, and he does have another UFO, which I am susceptible to, just because I don't have... This deck is really weak in anti-air. It can... Yeah, just get in there, try to get this up. Yeah, there it is. So we'll take the 3-star against this lab employee. Alright, so I don't know how you guys want to do this battle 1v1, but I'm always down. So thanks for the 3-star, and good game. It's a crazy deck. It's like, it doesn't follow the traditional meta, and I'm not trying to, you know, copy everything that everyone's doing. As you guys know, I like to shape the meta in my own way. For example, you know, I'll build a deck based on whatever cards I think are strong. Clock Tower's definitely my #1 card, with Moby Dick being a very close second. I don't know what slots you're talking about. Like my deck slots? Yeah, I got all 8 cards for all 3 decks. As far as the guild goes, yeah, the guild is full as well. I like playing with that one, so let's change this deck up. Let's go back to Pharaoh. Oh, I need Cerberus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I don't worry about toaster slots. Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, if you look at my gold, I have 375,000 gold. I have 35,000 crystals. And that's really because I don't spend my crystals. I don't spend my crystals ever. If there's like some kind of a special event, for example, if we hit a milestone, right now I'm at 9,113 trophies, and that correlates to number 5 in the world. If I win a couple more, I'll take 4th. A couple more after that, I'll take 3rd. All I gotta do is grind a little bit. So anyway, going back to this, let me pull out my super secret card, the Cryobot. And behind the Cryobot, I still like Trapper. Trapper. Hey, is what it is, what it is. Yeah, he's a pro. Okay. What am I missing? Cerberus still. Cerberus instead of ninjas. Alright, so this is my deck. This is the deck that I've created. This is the deck that I'm using. Cannon turret. And bronze armor with Pharaoh, Trapper, Cerberus. Yeah, this is the deck that I really like to run. I feel confident that it can deal with anyone here. So, McJail, are you on here? I would like to play if you wish. And let's see how we do this. Friendly battle. And McJail. Let's go to Tortuga. Do. Hashtag vape life. Yes, no, maybe. Please don't hate me. McJail, are you on line? I would like to friendly battle. Doo. Just waiting. Well, shoutouts to McJail. Shoutouts to Nixus. I don't know why that happened. I thought we were going to play, but it's okay because I'm going to jump right into another match. If it will match up with me, obviously. I want to thank you guys all for being here. I think like after a while, once I get the hang of this and get the swing of videos, I want to start doing giveaways. I want to start doing, you know, I don't know, promotional stuff. You know, let's slingshot my channel, slingshot these videos up. I need to get a better like overlay. Not sure how to do that right now, but Skitten, what up? So good luck, Skitten. And we'll throw a clock tower in the back. He's got a Pharaoh coming in. Level 6. I think as a response, I'll throw a Cryobot up front. We will polymorph this, because that's super tanky. Okay, and we're going to slow that down, and he activated my main tower. So we have all this coming in. Cerberus can tank for my Cryobot, and we'll see what happens. I expect a polymorph, or not. Okay, so we are getting some damage out on his max level gargoyle horde or whatever. Gargoyle pack. There are gargoyle pack in this game. So he's going to play a Moby Dick. We'll go a clock tower, and then in front of that we'll go Cryobot, and then I can throw a Moby Dick as well. Do I want to throw a Moby Dick? I'll let him throw something else if he wants to. No? Okay. Let's pull. That will get the attention of that. We can maybe polymorph this. Get those out of here. Okay. So that's a decent defense. We'll go ahead and throw a Pharaoh down. And I expect a Moby Dick. Okay, so he's going to cannonball. And on top of that, we've got our Cerberus coming in. So we can slow down the attack of this Cerberus. And our Cerberus, as you can see, is getting a crap ton of damage. And it's actually going to turn and start doing damage on the other side, you guys. Check that out. Wow, he used that ability for that. So let's go treasure chest right here. And as soon as that's low, we'll just tank this up. So now he's completely tanky. And we can go, clock tower, please. Yes. All right, so now his troops are hitting my clock tower. He didn't get anything in there. We can actually go Cerberus right here to try to save our bats that took out his Pharaoh. And he's going to sandstorm all that away, but I still have more sandstorms out. And he says, oops. And he says, well played. And I'm going to say thanks for the 3-star. And I'm going to say good game. That was against Skitten from VCR, Van City Royals. And you guys saw it right here. No tricks, no gimmeries. Good luck. And Skitten, good luck to you, man. That was pure gameplay. We can take a look at his cards. I want to go over kind of what his deck is and what he's using. I'm actually really surprised that he's not using Frank. He has opted for Captain instead of Frank, and I guess he believes that having that 2 extra energy will help. I'm not quite sure why it's kind of spell heavy. But Moby Dick and Cannonball in the same deck. I'm not quite sure why or when you would want to use a Cannonball and not a Moby Dick, because Cannonball has a decent damage, especially level 9. 746, right? It did one-shot my Pharaoh, so that's actually an okay trade. Really, to clip the Pharaoh and clip the tower. There's nothing wrong. Always spell heavy, can't get away from it. Yeah, no, and even Sandstorm. Sandstorm before the nerf was actually really good. But then they nerfed it, and so it's not as prevalent. Just the displacement ability alone can be so helpful in very many situations, and it's wide enough to pull troops from both lanes into the middle at the same time. So I really appreciate that fact of the Sandstorm. I do think that one of the issues, or not issues, but one thing that I would like to mention is that you're using bronze armor, or Skitten is using bronze armor, and the timing on the bronze armor was for his Cerberus, if I remember correctly. For the Cerberus to get like 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 extra shots on my leftmost tower. So right there in the very beginning, he used Sandstorm, but he accidentally clipped my main tower, which helped me get more firepower. There's a Moby Dick. He did not maximize the efficiency on that Moby Dick by also clipping my main tower. That would have also helped, since it was already activated. That polymorph, by him stacking up his troops, that just gives me polymorph value, so I do appreciate that. Alright, I think bronze armor is right here. So he has his Cerberus down, and I have my Cryobot, and he pulls my Cerberus, but not out of range to where I can't kill it. Okay, here's where he bronze armors. He sees that his Cerberus is almost dead, but my tower is at 1994. Okay, so he gets 1, 2, 3. And at first I thought that he was going to Tidal Wave the Guard Pack, and so I put my treasure chest, and I remembered that he had bronze armor. Well, you want bronze armor when you have a lot of troops in. So you see that I had Trapper, and then I had a whole wave of those bats coming in. And I saw that Pharaoh was about to target my bats. I wanted to displace that that damage onto my Cerberus. So now you can see all my bats lived. I managed to put the Cryobot just a little bit outside of range, or inside that range of the Sandstorm, and it was just enough to get pulled by that Sandstorm. So that was a good Sandstorm placement by him, but he could have pulled my bats off of his tower at the same time. That was definitely a good game. Skitten, very good. Definitely very good. Alright guys, so let's try to jump back into another match. And if you guys have any questions or want me to use any kind of specific deck, I can definitely do that. Right now in this meta, I think that Werewolf isn't as strong. They did nerf his health, I think, from like 800 down to like 550. That's like a 30% nerf just on health alone. Health is what keeps your troops alive, obviously. And I think they even nerfed the damage. Alright, thanks, Kitten. Love you, man. Thanks for showing love on the stream. Definitely appreciate it. Take care. So, good luck to Guhard. And we're just going to start with a Pharaoh in the back. Okay, he's going to have his Cerberus. So we're going to drop our own Cerberus in the back. And then he does have a Frank right there. And I don't have my Polymorph in rotation, which is unfortunate, but we will set our Cryobot here to the middle, and that's going to be able to pull this Frank. I don't know if it'll be in range of the Cerberus, which it's not. So this is just the beginning of the match. I'm not really worried about anything. He has Gargoyle Pack. He's revealing Gargoyle Pack. Can you shoot his Cerberus, please? Lol. Alright, so it's a little bit at our disadvantage. So because we are where we are, we're going to hopefully pull this Pelican. And it doesn't pull, yay! Let's get it. Oh shoot, that's in Ranger's tower? No, it's not. Okay, cool. And we can Cryobot in front. Cool. And he's forced to play troops in that same lane, or in the opposite lane, I should say, which is actually really helping me. So on top of that, we will go treasure chest again. And we can take 1, 2, 3, 4 shots. That's fine. And Pelican, let's actually set the clock tower to where it pulls this time. And we can Pharaoh on the other side. And then we can actually trap her in front. Okay, expect a Frank right here. I should do a Moby Dick on this. This is a value Moby Dick right here. We're going to get some damage out. I'm just waiting for his tidal wave, to be honest. Oh, that timing, though. Okay. So, Guhard's probably got this one. We can go Cryobot right here. We can Moby Dick to stun. Nope. And we can say good game. And that was Guhard from Van City Royals. He got a lot of values on the Moby Dick. So yeah, good for him. That Pelican, especially in the very beginning, when I placed my clock tower, I assumed that it would pull the Pelican, and that was definitely a mistake on my part, and that's why I started putting it closer to the tower. The thing is, the farther that it is from the tower, the more chance, the more shots that my own towers can get off before the Pelican reaches it. So I don't want to place it that close, especially as you can see. You can Moby Dick. Oh, weird. That's a pretty hard stack. So we're gonna Moby Dick this. That's definitely a lot of value for one Moby Dick. A whole push actually. So he's going to sandstorm my troop in to his tower, so that I can spawn mummies and get them attacking the tower right away. Okay, so now that we've kind of set the lane standard, we're going to bring all this up. We'll treasure chest all this down. That should blow up and get some, a little bit of damage. We do have the other tower helping out for DPS. We slowed them down. We have the Cryobot that is being taken out. And there's a sandstorm. So on top of the sandstorm, we can set our own trapper in the back. Just build up a push. Okay, he fireballs my Cryobot. Good thing I didn't stack my troops up right behind. So we have that, and we can drop another clock tower. Okay, so the cool thing about this guard turret, or I don't know what they're actually called, the shield turret. The good thing about the shield turret is that it actually counters spells. So if someone has a Moby Dick, if I Moby Dick the tower, I will only be doing 340 damage. Now, let's save all these troops real quick. Okay, we can set Trapper in the front. So if his tower's HP under this 340 shield is 1, and I Moby Dick the tower with the shield up, I will only do 340 damage. So it's a pretty good tower. I used to really like it. They did nerf it. The health was a little bit higher before. So here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. Once we are far enough ahead in Elixir, we can start spamming our troops on their side of the bridge. And there's nothing that he can do about it. So look, I've got this full push. He's going to Sandstorm. I would expect that he would throw a Fireball right here, because he does have a Fireball in rotation. And yeah, so what I'm going to do now, let's actually bronze him right here. Okay. And then on top of that, we can Moby Dick these guys. And hopefully we can get enough DPS. 361, 223, bam. And thank you for the 3-star. And good game. Continue. Alright, let's just keep going. This is a deck that I really like. I tried to also bronze armor before that Pelican hit my tower. I think I was like, I don't know, a tenth of a second too late. So 8236, hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We are facing Burn from the Van City Royals Guild. We will say good luck. And we'll set a clock tower out. He's got Mothership. That is really a card that has been... was really good last split. It really was. It was good last split. But I don't think that it's good because they dropped the spawn rate of the Martians coming out from 1 every 5 seconds. Wow, he's really pushing heavy on this lane. Should I just Moby Dick all this? I missed. Lol. Use my deck. Did you like it? I didn't actually use your deck yet, but I really should, and I will. Silver's the tank. Nope, I missed. So actually, here comes Frank. So we're gonna go Polymorph right here. That prediction Polymorph. Okay. I missed. That's so funny. RC, yes, I will use your deck right after this. I'm just messing around with Vern for a little bit. Clock tower on the side. And he uses a Fireball. Let's go ahead and just Moby Dick then. I'll trade. On top of this, we'll set a Pharaoh out. And no, we don't have our treasure chest to help with this, but we do have Trapper, and let's see. Okay, so there you go, and that's exactly how you counter that, because thank you for the tower. Then all of that considered, we can actually go Clock Tower. And I thought that he has Frank, but it really isn't showing that he does. I'm expecting him to drop a... wow, okay, not that, but that's fine too. So we will hit that. Get this going. He might get just enough damage out, not sure. Just barely, just barely. Okay, cool. So we can start pushing. He's got 10 seconds. He actually has to commit some kind of energy to this. And treasure chest. Alright, so that's going to defend that. No worries. And we've got a clock tower coming in. We can just Moby Dick this. And we can say thanks. We didn't get a 3-star. I shouldn't have said thanks, but good game. So there's Vern. If you guys don't know, on one of my channels from before, or one of my videos from before, someone commented, hey, beat you all the time. Hashtag VernBurn or something. And I was like, hey, thanks for coming to the channel. Well, then Vern comes onto my channel and he says, hey, I don't know who the hell you think you are. You're not VernBurn because I'm VernBurn. So Vern, thanks for coming to my channel. Appreciate that. Then he says, oh, I'm not VernBurn. I'm Guhard. Well, then someone else says, you're not Guhard because I know Guhard and you're not them. So I have internet trolls coming to my videos, which is cool. It's really fun. All right, here we go. We are RC. I'm going to play your deck right now. Let's see. Swift Justice. Moby Dick, Spartans, Gargoyle Pack, Cerberus. Moby Dick, Spartans. There they are. Spartans, Cerberus, Gargoyle Pack. Here. Treasure Chest, Bolt, Ninjas, Bohea. Treasure Chest, Bolt. Ninjas. And where is Bohea? Awesome, Austin, Trish, welcome. Thank you. All right, guys. So this is RC's deck. He's got me using this. I've never used this deck before. This is completely his deck. I do not take credit, but I'm just gonna play a match and hope for the best. I don't know when to activate Swift Justice, as I don't use it as much as the other ones. Yeah, RC Mon. Yes, I do mean him. And he beats a lot of people. He has climbed up in the ladder, and I'm very proud of him. Very glad to have been in a guild with someone as talented as he is. He's done really well in this split tournaments. I think he's won like 12 win tournaments. I got one. But then I had to like go for a day and a half or so. Goulier from Van City Royals. We will say good luck, Goulier. Don't really know how to start, so I'm going to just split ninjas in the back. It just seems like the best move. Don't know if it is. And he has this stuff, and he's stacking heavy on this side. Let's Moby Dick this, just because we can get value from it. It's decent. It's not the best start. But we can do Cerberus right here to pull, and then also tank and get damage on the other side and kill the Cerberus out. Cool. So there's that. And he's going to throw bats. Let's see what he can do against my Spartans. He has Spartans. Actually, I can bolt all this. Bolt. Thank you. There's that damage out. 2, 3. Alright, so he has one Spartan coming in. That's not bad. It's really not bad. Not going to worry about it. 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. We'll drop a Bohea in the back. This is now playing passive. We can go ninjas. On top of this, we can go Cerberus here. Yikes, that fireball, or that cannonball still clipped my Cerberus, which sucks. So there we go. We traded Cerberus for Cerberus. He did get a fireball out. No worries. We're just going to Moby Dick these, and then I will Spartan on the other side to defend. Why would you even think that was a good idea? Because then I can do this with the Gargoyle Pack. And he has Cannonball. So they're going to get a little bit of damage. And Cannonball should be able to stop this push. Nope. Okay. So if he doesn't Cannonball, I will bolt this. Treasure chest. Okay. Well, 770. And his treasure chest is out of rotation. So I could do Spartans, Bohea behind. Interesting. So let's go treasure chest here. And we'll go guard pack to defend. And we're going to bolt that. And now that that's out of rotation, we can do Spartans. I missed the clip. Missed it. And we're lagging, so awesome. Yeah, love lag. Gotta love lag, you guys. Gotta love lag. Thank you, Face. Good game. Gourier. Okay, so do all these donations and we'll share the replay. Lag got the best of me, but what can I do better otherwise? Because we all have room to improve. You know what I mean? We can all be better. I'm not saying I'm the #1 player in the world. I'm not saying that nobody's better than me or that I can't be beaten, because I'm beaten all the time, you guys. I've even lost to lab employees, and those are supposed to be the easiest things to defeat. Not actually, because some of them have all max level cards. But hey, it is what it is, and we're just gonna keep going. You know, you kick up the dust and trudge on, as they say. Lol. So 2:30. I've got to paint more of that fence today. I painted about a third of it yesterday. It's a big fence. So I've got more painting to do. Hopefully we're playing Gourier again, and then I get a rechance. Perigar. What's Perigar in Spanish? I don't know. The Russians are coming. Russians coming. Alright, so we'll go ninjas over here. Just split. Just like we did last time. We're just going to split ninjas. Just going to get that dojo. Ooh, look at that value. Thanks for dropping 2 buildings right at the same time. Like, why would you even do that? And then I can do this too for value. Bam. So I got rid of... not only did I get rid of his towers, but I also got rid of his troops on the ground. We'll bring this captain to the middle and get some damage out from my Cerberus. She gets 1 shot off, which is fine. I expect some kind of a... Oh, okay. Well, let's start getting some damage out with Bohea then. Really? 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 Thank you. As far as that goes, we can go Spartans. Okay. So he got 1 shot off. And then he did use... Ooh! No! Alright, well, we have 2 living. That works for me. Okay. I expect dojo. So as soon as he throws the dojo, I want to release the Moby Dick. There it is. Okay. And since he has Frank coming in, I'm going to bring this over. I expect the sandstorm to pull everything else. From where this is standing, we are going to want Spartans to be tanking. I'm just waiting for that, and then I can Garg Pack to come in. And he turns everything to frogs. Let's actually speed up our frogs and let the frogs kill. Somehow, I don't know what, I guess the speed up actually reduces the time of his... We'll split ninjas up because these guys aren't that... He's not that good. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll Moby Dick right here. Nice value for Moby Dick. That's going to kill his push. And since he already uses frogs, we're going to just say good game because there's probably nothing he can do. Oh, that's what he wanted me to use my Moby Dick for. So we've got that coming in on that side. We've got Spartans running out over here. We've got Bohea behind, and we can get Gargoyle Pack up front. And yep, so a good game. and we had troops on all sides and support troops for each. So that was pretty fun. RC, I really like your deck. I don't know if Swift Justice made the frogs effect go sooner or be slower. How do you say that? Yeah, I used Swift Justice, and it seems like the frogs turned back into my regular people like a lot sooner. Did they nerf frogs even more? Is it like a 1 second now? No, it's still 3 seconds. I just don't think that was a full 3 seconds for the frogs. Anyway, so yeah, that does it for this stream. I just want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank all my viewers. I want to thank you guys so much. And if you have any suggestions or comments, anything that you want to try out, I would love to play with any of you. Any comments? I'll try different decks out. You know, if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and shoot it down. Comment section below. So, thank you guys again. You guys are the reason I'm here. I'm the reason I'm here. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Peace.